What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Movie Files. Elliot back again with a brand new movie review, and today we'll be discussing a new comedy drama by the name of Naked Singularity, which actually premiered at a film festival earlier this year and had some mixed reviews. But today I'm here to share my review and let you all know what's worth checking out on the spoiler-free review. But before we break it all down, do me a favor and check me out on all my other social media accounts. If you all are new to the channel, well, welcome to the community. Consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. That way you can get the alert for when I drop new content. If you all enjoyed this spoiler-free review, well, make sure to like and share this video. It helps out the channel a lot, but I also appreciate the support. And in the comment section, let me know if this was a film that was on your radar, if you were excited for it, and once you've seen it, what'd you think about it? Did you enjoy the narrative and the pacing and the comedy elements, the drama elements, this cast, or were you let down by the film? Let's discuss it all in the comments below. So for me personally, Naked Singularity was not on my radar whatsoever. I just happened to stumble upon, I was looking up John Boyega future projects, and I saw this title and I said to myself, John Boyega, Olivia Cooke, Tim Nelson, Bill Skarsgård, Ed Skrein. Yeah, I'm going to check this out. So I didn't read the synopsis, did not watch the trailer, reached out to the PR, asked to see it early, and here we are discussing it. Starting off with my positives, I got to say, I can check that off my bucket list now, right? I'm a big fan of all of the talent involved in this film, and I can say that for the most part, they did the best that they could, because the script and the characteristics of these characters are another story. But in regards to, you can tell that there was something in this. Now, from my research, this is based on a novel that involves justice and sci-fi and a heist, and all those elements are right up my alley. And you can see that if I were an actor hearing about this novel, reading this script potentially, I'm like, wow, this sounds like this could be something very intriguing. It's something that I would probably want to invest my talents in. So again, going back to the talent, I think that everyone did the best that they could. Now, other things I want to bring out as far as positives, not reading the synopsis, not reading the trailer. I have not read the 2008 novel this is based upon. This is one of those films where I thought it was going to go one way, but it ended up going another way. And, you know, that's not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, but at least it kept me intrigued enough to be like, okay, I thought it was one thing, but we're diving into sci-fi elements and black hole theories and singularity theories, and we're diving into a heist and the justice system. So I'm like, it has all the makings for something interesting, but unfortunately, it never really clicked the cylinders on any of those things I just mentioned. And again, we'll say that for later. But again, I was surprised by how many twists and turns the film kind of throws at you. So outside of those things, I hate to get right to the negatives, but man, this film was not for me at all. And do I feel bad for the talent involved in this film? Again, John Boyega, in my opinion, is one of the best up-and-coming actors working in Hollywood. Same thing goes with Olivia Cooke. I have been a fan of Tim Nelson for the longest time. I feel the same thing about Bill Skarsgård coming up in the ranks, and Pennywise is still my favorite performance from his. Even Ed Skrein, who I've been a fan of since seeing him in Game of Thrones, they all have projects that I'm a big fan of. But man, these characters that they played were so uninteresting, so boring, and I just did not care for them making it out of the situation, doing things by what they feel is right. I did not care about these characters whatsoever. And I'm going to start with John Boyega, who, again, I think none of the performances were bad. I just didn't care for the characters. But he is a public defender who sees the justice system and sees all the flaws and wants to do good by these people he's representing. But by the end of the day, I'm just like, dude, I don't care about your character. And the stuff that he does in this film, getting involved with Olivia Cooke's character and getting involved with Bill Skarsgård and their friendship and coming up with this heist, it's just like, it was so unbelievable and unrealistic. The chain of events that take place in this film, again, no spoilers, are just like, this is so unrealistic. It was frustrating to see how all these things unplayed and unfolded, which brings me to Olivia Cooke, who, again, very talented actress, but did not give a damn about her character at all. And I was kind of confused about what side of the line she was in. What was her ultimate goal? Same goes with Ed's character. Same goes with Tim Nelson, who's this stoner philosopher who, this film, again, it has the outlines of like the justice system being corrupt. It has a heist element and revolving around the police and the drug cartel. But then there's this element of sci-fi, which went absolutely nowhere. Without diving into the sci-fi elements, again, I mentioned that Tim Nelson is a stoner philosopher who believes that there's a singularity going on and that there are multiple parallels or situations going on. That had no bearings to the ultimate end result of this film, which was just like, why was this? Again, I know it's based on a novel and maybe the book executed it a lot better than this film, but I just don't have a clue on why that was implemented in the story, which brings me to the first-time director, Chase Palmer. I am never a person to say bad things about a first-time director. This is his directorial debut, but man, Chase, you got to get some personality, some flair, some oomph in your film, because this film was just flat from the beginning to the end. At first, I'm just thinking to myself, where is this story headed? And once you go to the end of this film, you're just like, wow, this was just a big wasted opportunity to tell something that was maybe unique, to tell something that was maybe something interesting. But I just felt like the direction was just so lackluster and just so lifeless, if I'm being honest. And that's really kind of my overall thoughts of this film. And before I give you all my overall score and if you should watch it or not, if you haven't already, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But ultimately, at the end of the day, guys, The Neck of Singularity is a film that falls flat on every single level. Unlikable characters, unrealistic plot, wasted potential to the story. And by the time I wrapped up this film, I'm just thinking to myself, that was so waste of an hour and 30 minutes. So with that being said, I hate to give films these type of scores, but I'm going to give this film a 1.5 out of 5. And it had a limited release on August 2nd or 6th as when I'm reviewing this, and it will be available to the public on VOD August 13th. I'm not one to tell you how to spend your money, but I don't think this is worth seeing in theaters, nor do I think it's worth paying on VOD. If it's free on VOD, Netflix, Hulu, whatever, in a couple months, maybe give it a watch just to kind of see this cast together, but don't get your hypes up, don't get your hopes up. This is a pretty bad film with a pretty messy script with a lot of unused and unused potential in this film. So with that being said, not a film for me, and that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you all thought of. If you saw it at the film festivals, you saw it in theaters, if you're watching this review 6 months down the road, what did you think of this film? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? I did not find it to be funny. I did not find it to be dramatic. It was just a flat film. But again, I said all that in the review, but let me know what you all thought of it. Again, guys, if you stuck around to the end of this review, I appreciate every single one of you. Just a friendly reminder to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss any other content. Man, this sucks because what a cast, what a terrible film. But at the end of the day, I appreciate you all. Hope you enjoyed this review. Hope you're staying safe, and we'll see you in the next video.